Scrackalack in YouTube, Chewbacca here. How you doing? Okay, so someone replied to one of my comments that was not on my video, on another video. And his comments have been going back and forth way too far. Way too far. However, now this person has disabled his comments. Ooh, boo-hoo. Now that he's disabled it, which I was about to make a real valid point before that, so unfortunately I've used up a lot of time trying to get these comments together. I'm just going to speak it out loud, and just to explain once again the situation of what I do, why I do it. Okay? So you have the motive. On 2K, people say it's just a game. The truth is, it's not. It's way more than a game. There's pride involved. There's ego involved. Everything is involved. I don't care what you haters are going to say at the bottom of my thing that's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about right here. You need to listen. You have pride, you have ego. You know? I've got it. I ain't ashamed to admit it. I put my hands up. I got it. I believe I'm one of the very best without using hacks or drags. Point blank. I believe if anyone stepped to my game of gameplay, it would not be so easy, and if I do not work out how you fight, I will eventually do, and I'll beat you as many times as possible. It's going to be hard to consistently beat me. It has been done without drags or anything like that, but it's rare, and then the game shifts, and then I get better than them after that. So either way, I always stay on top. Enough about me. Now, seeing as we got this thing called YouTube, and people film their matches on YouTube, it makes room for very competitive, and people are very interested to invest in the people that they're watching. Hence Levitates, for instance. Alright, so I'm not going to go harsh on this one. Levitates, people are interested in Enigmatics. They got over 1,000 subscribers. You know, you might call me jealous because I've only got whatever. But no, I'm having fun. I love this. This is epic. You guys don't know what you have. You guys don't know what you can create. You can create a freaking revolution just off 2K if you actually knew what you was doing, you know. And you already have. You got the potential. You pissed people off. That's one checklist you can tick off. You know, you proved how so-called good you are and how bad everyone else you're fighting is due to the editing parts out of you getting your ass whooped and just editing the parts where you're winning your matches. So you've already made yourself your own personal promo without even knowing, you know? And unfortunately, you've put my friends on there for some personal stuff, including Terry the Game. You put me on there. You've used my videos of me actually making you guys look good because I didn't have to upload my version of that match, but I did anyway because I want people to trust me. I don't want people to say, I don't want to fight this guy because he only films matches where he wins. You know, I can't stand that. You know? Of course, sometimes I don't have the patience for people if they cannot appreciate the videos I put up. And if they're going to play cheat. You know, it's a two-way thing. But nonetheless, let's keep going. I say how I think I feel. I'll say I think and feel at the time I think and feel it. You heard people love insults. You know, people love a guy who will say what they feel and not take crap from anybody. I've got the potential to be that guy. What have I got to hide from anyone? If I see BS and I've got 20 reasons why that BS is concrete, I will let you know about it. If you look like a Justin Bieber trying to rap, I'll let you know about it. I've got no problems doing that. I don't care what kind of things you want to flag to protect your image. That does not matter to me. All that matters is you insult me, you insult my friends, especially the cool ones that haven't done nothing to you, and you probably played a certain way that peed him off, which also pees me off too. It's no secret, I hate drags. And if you need to spam that one irreversible thing, that's our opinion, we don't like it. So now I want to fight you. Now as men, we got packages, you know what I mean? We got pride, we got ego. You know what I mean? We want to be the best. Some of us want to be the best. It's a natural fact that you're going to compete. Animals compete with other animals. All right? Now I'm going off topic, but you understand. You hopefully understand what I'm saying when I say this. Rams butt horns. Beavers fight if you see him. Freaking bulls fight, lions fight, tigers, you name it. There's a certain element of a fight where a dominant animal's got to prove that they're the best. It's the nature of the jungle. All right? Just like 2K, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you think I'm taking this too far or not, you know? And unfortunately, those fights are interesting to watch. You know what I mean? You have people that are backing you up. You got people that are backing me up, you know? And those fans can put bets on you or put bets on who would win, even if it's not for money. You know what I mean? Okay, and that can increase views. I've had personal issues with a guy named Levitates because behind closed doors, he hacked me at one point, whether he wants to agree or not. And he hacked repeatedly, and he used God mode as well. His partner got eliminated, and he hacked both of our teams and stuff. But unfortunately, I wasn't a YouTuber at the time. I'm just an eyewitness to a crime that no one saw him commit, but I did. Okay? So that's my first flag of dislike for Levitates. Number two, I can't stand when people have pride and egos, even though it's part of the game. Because if you got a pride and ego, that means in your mind you are the best. You know, you are the best. No one can beat you. You're not willing. You know, no matter what you do, you're on top. If you get what I'm saying, there's no one could put you to the test. Or if anyone does put you to the test and you still beat them, no matter how hard they or how well they fought, it doesn't matter because they're still second place and you're the top. All right. However, I've only seen this, or mainly seen this, in the 2v2s, and I disagree that anyone should be the best due to a match where you had someone helping you. That's a tag team. Tag team is totally different to 1v1. I'm a gladiator, a gaming gladiator, a real life gladiator. I'm competitive. That's just my nature. There are competitive people around the world. I'm one of them. All right? And I believe the best way to prove you are the best is in a 1v1, where no one can jump you from behind, no team can get eliminated, none of your teammates can just lose and it loses the match for the whole team. None of that stuff. Just who wins, who loses. Disaster had faced me 1v1, and guess what? He kicked my ass. One thing I disagree with, I didn't believe he needed to drag as much. I don't think he would have as much momentum if he did, but nonetheless he did. I got to hand him his props. The video's up on YouTube. It's got tons of views and all that stuff. That gives me a lot of views. I appreciate that. But basically, his fans was behind him when he beat me. And whether I like it or not, I'm going to have to take it in the chin. Okay? Now, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to say, I bet you can't do that without drags. So it's up to him to either prove me wrong or just take the victory and run home with it, with his tail between his legs. Levitates, I've known you before you was a hacker or you was any of those people. So this is a little bit more personal now. You know? I've known you when you was Finding Flame in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Well, we taught you to play legit. And then for some reason you left Xbox for a long while. I don't know if you got your account hacked and changed into someone else, and then you turn into a complete different person that I don't recognize and all that stuff. So now I'm going to put you to the test. Okay? You've got videos of me losing to you in tag team matches, but yet me and you both know that every single time you either join my 1v1 or I join your 1v1, you always kick me out of your session, which means you are hiding the fact that you are afraid of Big Taurus Cam. And don't worry, don't be embarrassed. There's a list of people who are, and they should be, because my reputation is thorough. Okay? There's only a few short amount of people that can even beat me, let alone do it completely legit without dragging or anything like that. Oh, he's complaining about drag. Shut up. Deal with it. So he wants to make it personal, which I kind of like personal. Personal's great. Only if this personal turns this thing into a fight that people want to see, to invest in, you know? So my thing is now, you've insulted my friends, you insulted me, I want to fight you. That's just the nature of the game. Now, you said something on your comment section that said I use fear to get people to fight me online or something like that. Well, if that's the case, let me evaluate this. No one should be afraid to do anything. No one should be afraid. No one should use fear on Xbox Live. That shouldn't exist. If you're too afraid to fight me, or I use fear or whatever, or I use facts to prove my point, basically. You know? The fear part is you don't want to fight me. Clearly. The fear is you don't want to admit that you don't want to fight me. Clearly. Because you have people that you want to impress. I can see right through it. And those people think they know you. They'll praise you for hate is gonna hate, and I'm a hater, I'm gonna hate. There's a little bit more to it than that. You know? Some trollers are here to just troll. I'm not one of them. I'm here for a fight. I'm looking for at least one 1v1 on ranked. If you beat me, well done. You call the shots. Do we have a rematch or not? Either way, that could be on your YouTube. It will look really good on you if you did beat me. But at the same time, you don't want to risk how bad it will look on you if I beat you. Let's be honest. I'm not going to talk about how I'm going to beat you because I know anything can happen. I'll give you your props. You're very good at reversing. You know how to reverse really well. You know, I know you're one of those that need drags a lot, but who doesn't these days? Let's be honest. You're probably really good at kicking out. Cool beans. You know, this is all cool. This is all cool stuff. I'm not taking nothing away from you. That's why I want to fight you. Because you have some potential that I would like to see whether I'm good enough to overcome that potential that you have. You know? Let me tell you the only time where fear should stop you from doing this. Once again. But this is the real reason you should fear a 1v1 or having contact with the person that is challenging you. And this is what I was about to say in the text after rambling. Your motive is that you're intimidated by the person challenging you. That's one. Number two, you talked about I have no life. I've got plenty of life in this body, unfortunately. It might be the fact that you have no life and you're trying to protect a record that doesn't even matter. And you're so dedicated to protect your record, to have so many wins on your record and no losses, that you have no life. Therefore, you don't want to risk anything that can tarnish the little bit of life that you actually have, which is clearly your little record. So I believe that is your reasons for fearing, definitely. What you should fear is if I'm a hacker and I can hack your IP or hack your console. Alright, let me finish. If I can hack your console, hack your profile, and you can never get your stuff back. Now, that I'll respect if I have the potential to do those things or want to do those things, and I had a reputation for it, that you're going to be next. Okay? Another one is if you piss me off to the point where I want to find out where you live and make this even more personal above the console games. Okay? Snap out of it. All I'm doing and what I do is, you guys have your channels. For a year or maybe two, I've had mine. I'm competing. And I'm aggressively competing. That's just what I do. I'm competing to make something that is nothing worth something interesting to watch. A trash talker talking to a, I guess, rapper slash trash talker slash trash something, you know? I'm trying to make this interesting so when people watch, they'll appreciate the intensity of a great match. We don't have to talk to each other after that. First of all, by doing that match, that will earn some respect for hopefully yourself. You'll definitely earn my respect because you actually stepped out of your comfort zone and bothered to 1v1 the big Taurus Cam. The big Taurus Cam. Let's be honest, man. Look how many people I've beaten. I've done 3v1 handicap matches and still came up on top against hackers. You can't take that away from me, man. I'm an icon on 2K. I'm already an icon. Alright? So, to cement that, we can write a story chapter of what happened when Big Taurus Cam faced Levitates. The guy who we used to know as Finding Flame, who's now become one of 2K's top leaderboards ranking. That's all I'm trying to do. You don't have to get personal about something or try to link a joke of what I said into something even bigger that meant more than what it actually was. You talked about Selena Gomez. I talked to you about being Justin Bieber. And you try to fake it, try to say, well, at least I dated Selena Gomez like you're the real Justin Bieber. So then I turn around and say, yeah, well, the only girlfriend you got is your hand. And now you turn that into something that doesn't even need to be turned into. I thought that was funny. That was just a quick joke so you can snap out of whatever fantasy land you're in and get into the fight that you need to get to. That's all. Alright? So it's a rambling video. Most people are not going to agree with it, as usual. But it's okay. Because it's the truth. And embrace it. Man up. And let's have that 1v1 that the people around us, including a guy I know named Original Gamer, wanted. Alright? Make your viewers happy. Fight me in a 1v1. Winner, boy.